This is a good one. This is a good one.
All right, now we're talking.
Let's see if I even have a sec. Are we live?
We're live.
All right. So yesterday.
The daily email.
Noam, is there any? Okay, you got it. Good morning, everybody. So yesterday we had an email that a lot of people connected to. It was from official caterers. He recommended that maybe after a tish, after the chuppah, they should, instead of people just schnitzeling around, they should actually do something productive like chazara. So I got an email, a couple emails today, and this one was Mikam Yisrael. My jaw dropped when I hear you read Fischl's email. I guess official catering in Baltimore. Rabbi say it's kedai to fly out there and do a wedding in Baltimore. Listen to this guy. I immediately called him, went over to the venue, set up an iPad outside the hall, looping the 8-minute daf summary on YouTube. Here it is, picture. I listened to his summary in my car on the way to work, and again on the way home, both as a chazara and to set up the stage for the next daf. Yes, people stopped to listen, although in the picture it doesn't look like it. We would like to figure out a better solution that can be put in place easily. I have some ideas. If your tech gurus have any, please forward my address to them. CC Fischl, Kol Tuv, and good morning. And then another guy wrote me, I just happened to hear the beginning of today's shir about officials' idea of playing the Eight-Minute Daf. I also happen to be at the official wedding right now, and here it is. Naftali Grayman. And this guy is Nachum Horowitz. Bekitzer, Mikam Yisrael, they oimrim v'oisim. That's great. By the way, Nachman Seltzer wants to write a piece about these emails in an upcoming something. So write to Nachman, not to me. No.
All the writers.
Reb Stefansky.
Why did you just say that?
Some more emails. Maybe people want to.
You gotta know what to say.
Erase. We're going to erase it.
Okay.
Here, sit down. I wanted to thank you as I'm truly enjoying your 8-minute daf reviews, and they're a key part of my daily learning. They have transformed my otherwise benign short commute into an integral part of my day. Your well thought out reviews are truly wonderful, not only for review, but for getting clarity in the Gemara. For example, this is Chashuk. He gives an example. It's not Stam. How you recently summed up the different shittas of Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Meir, Rabbi Yehuda, and Daf Tezvav made a tremendous difference in my understanding of the Gemara. Thank you for all your incredible effort to bring such clarity. Because even if I would write this email myself, I probably wouldn't think about that. I'm saying that. People think that I'm writing these emails. Thank you for all your incredible effort to bring such a clarity and learning to so many. It should be a zchus for you and your family. All the mountains of learning and reviewing that you are spurring on. And one final one, we got to move here. This one is a few days in the making. I have to put it out here. Hi, this is from Joey Levy. I really enjoy listening to your daily daf as well as the 8-minute recap. Your shir is amazing, definitely the best shir available anywhere. The charts and diagrams make it so much easier to learn. I'm leaving to Israel Thursday, that's why I want to read it now. He's leaving to Israel Thursday with my family to visit my son, and definitely looking forward to hearing the shir live in Ramat Bet Shemesh. Hopefully I'll find the seat, LOL. Another note, who can I contact to sponsor some shiurim? Joey Levy, Ambulance Network Incorporated. All right, we don't take money. I don't know why. We take money. Just we have a hard time taking money. Email and what? Daf Berama. But on another note, I'm looking for 8minutedaf.com, says Yosef the Guru, and there's a link there for sponsors. The yearly sponsorship is already taken, but we'll do another one if you push us.
Windows.com.
No, I'm looking for a nice solution. We should probably have a makam miyuchad for guests. Hachnos Sarchem seat. Because we had a lot of people coming in and in the gallery. Not a bad idea. Yeah, you can turn around, show the gallery. All right. Zdok Teila Gemara today. Today's Daf Yud Ches. We have a very fun daf. Oh, that's right. Menachem Mata, our fill-in Magid Shir. He was away for 12 days. Welcome back. A shout out to Rav Heisler from Petach Tikva, I think it is. His nephew learns in our shir. So Shalom. And welcome to the guy that watches us from Vilna every day. That's amazing. We have somebody that watches us from Milano, Italy. I didn't get around to reading his email, but one day we'll get there. All around the world, Baruch Hashem. Zokti Gemara. We're holding 9 lines down. Katani Mias. We're in the middle of a sugya. However, the Gemara's question is as follows. It seems like you're only potter from Tefillin and Shemona Esrei, V'chulu, if the mace is in front of you. It says in the Mishnah, Misha Meisoi Mutal Lefanov. And it seems over here that if you, the Brisa says that if you have a beloved one that was nifter, you walk out of the room, you go to another house. Oh, I forgot to print a picture of Dr. Factor in Lublin watching the 8-minute daf by Rameir Shapiro. Okay, a different day. But his son is right here, and what? Next time. Maybe tomorrow. Akopanim, it says, Ktani mias potur mikriya shma, uminat filo, uminat tefillin, Official from Baltimore. Shalom Aleichem official. You see, one good idea could spur up a whole Limudat Torah across Klal Yisrael. By the way, official, I was also a caterer for many years in Chicago, in Midwest Conference Center. I did over 100 weddings a year, so I appreciate it. Yishukayach.
We had Akiva from Detroit and Jason from Harnell.
Akiva from Detroit. Shalom Aleichem. Anyway, by the way, we got to learn some Torah here. Yeah, this is... Aich. Okay, we should just start the share 5 minutes earlier and go through all these things beforehand. The bottom line is, it says that you're potter from Tefillin, potter from Shemona Esrei, everything, even though your mace is not in front of you. It says you went to your friend's house to eat your sandwich, right? You're not supposed to eat a sandwich in front of a dead person. So where do you go? You go outside. And it says that you potter outside, you're potter from Tefillin, you don't have to be in front of the mace. When we call this Omer Rav Papa, one teretz that we had yesterday is Tirguma Machzir Panavaychel. Yesterday there were a few cases. It says either you go to your own house, either you go to your friend's house, or you build a mechitza, or you turn around. So we understood it to mean that you're potter from tefillin even if you go outside to your friend's house. Says the Gemara, no. The tour of tefillin is when you're in front of the dead person and all you do is turn your head around to the other direction. Still also to put on tefillin because it's loig l'rush, you're poking fun at the dead. But the other cases, if you were to go outside, step outside, away from the mace, to your own house, to your friend's house, b'chulu, you're mechuyev in tefillin. So that's one pshat. Rav Ashi Omar, kivin shemutul olav lekavroi, kimutul lefanav dami. If a person has the responsibility to bury the dead, then it doesn't matter where he is, he's oisik b'mitzvah. So now we have a situation like we had in the other Gemara, like a chassan. A person is tarud, he's preoccupied with something else, and it's a mitzvah. It's a mitzvah to bury. If he's an avel and he's just sad, but he's not occupied with burying, then we said he doesn't have a heter. But if he's asuk with it, then he has a heter, because it says the Gemara, Shenemar. Avram left Sarah. And then he tells Ephraim, he says, I need to bury my dead from within front of me. In other words, she's in front of him, but she's not in front of him. It says before she left her. Pshat is, so the whole long Tosfos here, Tosfos says at the end, very interesting, if you look at the end of the long Tosfos, Rabbi Tam's sister was nifter, and he was in a different city. He made him lava malka with meat and wine. Why? Because it wasn't his responsibility, says Tosfos v'Amar. She's married. And then he says maybe perhaps he's in a different city, doesn't like it that much. You see the idea that if it's not your responsibility, the Chaver Kaddish is taking care of it, or maybe that, I don't know exactly if that's considered responsibility or not. Somebody else is taking care of it, it's not your worry, then you don't have this heter of asuk b'mitzvah. Says the Gemara, Meisuyin av mishamer loy. What about the guys, the shoymrim, that watch the body, that the mice shouldn't come and get it? V'tanya hamishamer hameis, and that's a mitzvah. Asuk b'mitzvah patam mitzvah. Hamishamer hameis al pisha ei meisoy. It's not his own relative. Patam mikriya shma u'men atfilim u'men atfilim u'kol mitzvah hamuras ba'atoiro, because of asuk b'mitzvah patam mitzvah. Says the Gemara, you're right. Mishamroi aval pishenu meisoy. There's two things: a person guarding the dead, even though it's not his own, and a person, a relative, even though he's not physically there. They're both oisi b'mitzvah. Mesim mishamri in av mahalch b'beis hakvaris loy. What about a person that's just walking next to the dead? He's walking in the beis hakvaris. Vatanya lo yahalach adam b'beis hakvaris utfilin b'roisha v'sefer Torah b'zroi v'koirei. You shouldn't walk in the beis hakvaris. That's the famous loig l'rash. People think that that's the only loig l'rash. We have even talking, eating, but certainly not to do a mitzvah. How could you could, there's no greater way to be invayish a mace than to do a mitzvah in front of a mace. You can't do it. So you wear tefillin, sefer Torah b'zroi, he's holding a sefer Torah v'koirei. It seems like from the Pasha Lashon in the Gemara that he's holding the sefer Torah like this, and he's reading as he's walking. Taisva says, also, if he's saying the Torah about peh or holding the Torah. In other words, two things, Taisva says. He's holding a Torah that's not nice, like wearing tefillin, and saying Torah without having a sefer Torah in your hand, just saying over about peh. Vim oisakein oiver mishum loyeg l'rosh cheref oisehu. So, if you wear tefillin in a beis hakvaris, you daven, you say kaddish, there's a major problem. So what do? We also go to beis hakvaris sometimes and we say kaddish, we say tehillim. What do? What do we do? Mishnayos. Says the Piskei Tshuva, if you're looking at Allah, you'll see that if you're going to Tanoim, Kever Rachel, things like that, it's okay as long as simple people are not buried next to. But if there are regular people buried next to them, then it's asur. Ve'ein lahakal, he says. But if you're in a place, the gadol, the Tana doesn't have loig l'rash, because that's his kavod. You're davening next to him. He receives the kavod when you are there. I guess when there's a yard site or something like that, also you're specifically for that caver, so I guess that's not an issue. Yeah, but you're davening, they understand that you're davening specifically for that mace, for the schus of that mace on the yard side. Fine. Says the Gemara, Hasam toich arba amois suda asur chutz la arba amois chayev. Over there, by the loig l'rash of a mace, it's within the 4 amos. Outside of the arba amos, you're mechuyev in Kriya Shema and Tefillin. Amar mace toivas arba amos the Kriya Shema hacha. In our case of a guard of the mace, chutz la arba amos nami potter. He is watching. He's busy watching. Which one is that? Nachnisht. We have a lot of. We'll get to the emails eventually. Baruch Hashem, we have a lot. So a person that's guarding the mace, even if he's outside of Arba Amos, he's still asik b'mitzvah. He's concerned about the mace, so even more than Arba Amos, he's potter. Gufa. Hameshamer sameis ava b'sheini meisoy potter mikriya shema min atfilim mikol mitzvahs hamurus b'Torah. If you're watching the mace, you potter from all mitzvahs. Hoyu shnayim. If there are 2 people guarding, zeh meshamer v'zeh koirei, they could switch off. V'zeh meshamer v'zeh koirei. V'nazei oimer hoyu boim basvino menichoy b'zov v'zu u'mispalim shnei b'zov v'sacheres. Says Benazai that even if there are 2 people, and you could do this switcheroo thing, you stay with the mace while I go daven, and I'll come back soon. You don't have to. He's really makel. My benayu omravina choshishim lachbar miki benayu. You have to be concerned that even on a ship there are mice, rats, and apparently it's a big problem. Mice and dead people don't get along. Mar savar chashinon umar savar chashinon. They could both remove themselves from the situation and go daven, and it's fine. And we're not worried. We're not concerned about the mice. A person is transporting bones. You have to treat them with the kedusha, with respect. Sack, it's lashon sack, sack, a double sack. It's one of those things that you put over the donkey on both sides. You shouldn't put it in the sack, and then he'll ride the donkey. That's not how you transport bones. They list him, and if he's concerned about bad guys, mutter, then he's allowed to treat it somewhat disrespectfully in order to save the bones. U'kederech she'omru ba'atzomois kach omru b'sefer Torah. And the same halacha applies to Sefer Torah. Now we have to understand what that means. Ahaya, ilei ma'areisho, pshito. That it's not the proper way to put a Sefer Torah in a sack. Migora, Sefer Torah me'atzomois. What?
Sit on it. That's the issue.
So that's not, it's not so posh that that's what is going on here. Ela Seifa, that says here that you're not allowed to sit on the donkey. Now, it wasn't clear to me exactly what's going on here. Is he sitting on it directly or he's sitting next to it? And I looked up in halacha, it seems like that even in a situation of sakana, that we're concerned that a guy might steal the Sefer Torah, you're not allowed to sit on a Sefer Torah. That you'd never have reshus to, says the Rif. Is the Rif. So memstama, what the Gemara means here is sitting next to the Sefer Torah. Because there's another issue. Are you allowed to sit on a bed or a chair that has a Sefer Torah? Obviously not. So now you're sitting on a donkey that has a Sefer Torah. Why is that any different than a bed? So if it's mipnei sakana, so that they allowed you to do. But to sit on a Sefer Torah, they never allowed you to do that. That's not mamish the same. It's not the same. A trunk is not on the same level. Oh, so very good that you point that out. The Rambam says, if you're not in a situation of sakana, you're supposed to hold it in your hand and put it by your heart. Yes. Now, the Tosfos says over here that you're allowed to put it on, you're allowed to sit on a donkey that has a Sefer Torah. According to the Rif, it's Asr, typically.
This is the Russian, the Rif is also mutter.
Is Mutter?
This is the Rosh Hashanah Rif is mutter.
B'sakana.
Yeah.
I'm talking about not sakana. According to Tosfos, you're allowed to put it on the donkey. According to the Rif, you're Asr. And the Shulchan Aruch paskins like the Rif, that it's Asr to put it on a donkey. That would be similar, maybe, Yisachar, if you put it on your bench, on the same bench in the back seat, and you're sitting on one side and the Sefer Torah is on the other. That would be Asr according to the Shulchan Aruch based on the Rif. I guess today, what's in the airplane, you put it on top. But you have to think about these things, how you put it in your luggage, dragging it, etc. I know a person who's related to me that puts the Sefer Torah on his heart, right over here.
Moshe used to carry it on his lap when he went from yeshiva, from camp to yeshiva. That's
The entire way.
journey from
Wow.
Camp from the Catskills back to Manhattan, he carried it on his lap.
Was it a small one or a big one?
Regular Sefer Torah.
That could be painful.
People
You ever
Said it
sit?
was
You ever
one
sit in
Sefer Torah
shul?
Sitting on top of another Sefer Torah.
You ever sit in a shul like by when there's 3 svarim and you have to sit there like all through aliyahs? It's painful. Then you always have that kid that offers to tell you, yeah, fine. Omer Achav, Omer Rav Yehuda. Kol haroya hameis ve'einu melaveu over mishum loig l'rosh cherif v'yiseu. Here's halacha l'maisa. If you see a funeral procession, you have to go and be melava the mace. Otherwise, you're loig l'rosh. You're saying, I don't care about this guy. V'milvo maschoroi. What do you benefit from it? Omer Avasi Olav HaKosav Omer Malve Hashem Choinin Dal. You're lending Choinin Dal to somebody that doesn't have any money. But Malve Hashem, Rashi learns it. It's very interesting. That you're milava. He takes the word malva to milava. It's as if you're milava HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You're accompanying HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Umechabdoi Choinin Evyon. Mendy, that's how you learned? Reb Chia Reb Yochanan, no, we learn with the same chavrusa. I don't think he mentioned that. Reb Chia Reb Yochanan have a shaklu ba'azlu beis hakfaros. So now what? I know. I just said that myself, but we didn't speak it out yesterday. So I was wondering if he maybe missed it, but he didn't. He doesn't miss anything. Reb Chia Reb Yochanan, what?
There's a different Lord Larash than we have now. It's a Lord Larash you do
Well, it's the
in
same.
front of him.
No. We said about speaking dvarim b'teilim in front of him. Eating sandwiches in front of him we had yesterday. Eating food in front of a mace, like Larash. Over here, it's even worse. I don't care about your funeral. Who are you? I'm not going to walk 4 hours with you. I don't know you. I don't care about you. And the neshama is floating over there watching you, and he gets insulted. Rabbi Chia, Rabbi Yosef, we're going to go the whole sugya, Rabbi Yisai, a beautiful sugya about dead people. We're going to see all different stages. But this is even before he's buried. The body's in front of us. But what do dead people know? What don't they know? Reb Chia and Reb Yonason have a shakla v'azeh beis hakfaris. They were walking in the beis hakfaris. Have a koshadi tchelto the Reb Yonason. His tchelos was dragging on the kvarim. In those days, there was a guy in Chaim Berlin that used to come around, and he had a frak, and he had his tzitzis coming out of the bottom of the frak. Something like that. The kids are long begadim, and the regular clothing had dal canvas, and they had tchelos on the bottom. Omar le Reb Chia, Dalye, you better get rid of it. Look at these people. They think they're better than us. Pretty soon they'll be with us, and now they're making fun of us. You see the concept of loig l'rosh, literally dragging on the caver, saying, "Ha, you can't do this mitzvah," like the famous Vilna Gaon. The last thing he said was, he's holding his tzitzis in his hand. He said, "For a few kopikas, I could be mekayim this mitzvah, and in a minute I won't." It's a cheref. Omar le umiyade kuli hai. What are you talking about? The Mesim know that I'm dragging tzitzis on the caver. Voksiv ha-Mesim enu yodim u'uma. It says they don't know anything. If you learned it, you didn't repeat it. You didn't do chazara. Rabbi said chazara is important. You see from chazara, you get another understanding. And you certainly didn't learn it 3 times. And if you did learn it 3 times, then you didn't get the right pshat. Nobody explained it to you. Who are the Chaim? Chaim is not referring to a live person, and the pasuk that says "V'hamesim einim yodim u'uma" is not referring to the dead. It's referring to the live Rashaim. Shalom Aleichem. The live Rashaim don't know what's going on. Shebi misasam nikru Chaim shenema uvnoyo ben yoyod. Now the Gemara is going to prove that a tzaddik, even though he's not alive, he's considered alive, and a rasha, even though he's alive, is considered dead. Now there's a simple shot in the pasuk, and then there's the drush. He beat the two commanders. He killed the lion inside the pit on a snowy day. Ben Ish Chai, he's not here. We have the grandson of the Ben Ish Chai comes to the night chair. He is here? Who else? What? Oh, we should say when we're turning the page. Yud Chesam Beis. No, that's on the 8-minute daf. You missed it. Okay, it's good now also. We're turning the page. Yud Chesam Beis on the top. There's a problem. Rabbi says it's a problem. Anybody have a kasha or anything? Because we have way too much time. We have 20.
Somebody actually just asked you to slow down and translate more words.
Really? Oh, somebody asked that. This is story time. What's the translation? Fine, we'll translate more. Atu kuli alma b'nei mesininu. He's the son of a live person. Have you ever heard of a son of a dead person? What? He was born, created from the dead. In other words, after he's dead, he's still considered alive. And that's the yisoid, that a tzaddik is considered alive, and a rasha, when he's alive, is considered dead. Rav Pa'alim mikaptzel. What does that mean? Sheriba v'kibitz poyalim la Torah. He went around gathering workers for Torah, more and more people for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'uhika shnei Ariel moyav shelo yiniach kemoisoi lo b'migdash rishon v'lo b'migdash sheni. So, we're talking about Benayo ben Yoyada, who was he was the Gadol Sheb'Gdolim, but he was also physically very, very strong. That's how it went in the time. You see throughout Navi that it went together. The Giborim were also Sadikim. I'm talking about in the Navi especially. But Akopanim, he was what? What about Rosh Hashanah? That became weak?
When you learn a lot of Torah.
Torah Mateshes, I know, but you probably learned like me, Navi in this, but Torah makes you weak. But then, who did David HaMelech take for his army? The strongest, the best, but also the biggest tzaddikim. They went together. Ayin Sham. He was the greatest. What does that mean? The taver gezizi the bardo unochas v'toval. He broke the ice on a icy lake or whatever, and he went in and he was tovel. Imagine. It's not a good feeling. Iked Amri, don't look it up, but there's a video. I once tried that. It's very painful. Utaval Iked Amri, what?
Polar bear club to jump in the axe.
Polar bear club. Okay, great. No, well, we went skiing and it was, a different time, different Maisa. Iked Amri, the Tana Sifra the Beirav, Biyoim the Sifsva. Taisa says, this Sifra the Beirav, he says, Shu Chomer Shebesvarim. It's the most difficult sefer to understand. And he was able to learn it in one day. Bnei Yob and Yoyada learned it in a short day. A day in the winter, a winter day. That's how great he was. So who are these Mesim that don't know anything? Don't say that the pshat is that a dead person doesn't know that you're dragging tzitzis on his kever because it says No, we're referring to a Rasha who's alive, he doesn't know anything. A mace does know about tzitzis. Shenemar, it says by Tzidkiyo, Batacholol, Rasha Nesi Yisrael. Tzidkiyo, he was blamed for the riches of Klal Yisrael then. So the Torah calls him a cholol, a corpse, a dead person, Rasha Nesi Yisrael, even though he's alive. How could you kill a dead person? Chayu. Because he's a Rasha, he's somebody that killed somebody else, he's a Rasha, so he's considered dead even though he's alive. Zok Gemara. Now comes story time. Now we have to slow down, he's right. We have to slow. For stories, we'll slow down. The sons of Reb Chia, they went out to do their job, and they were there for very long. What happens is, if you don't keep it up, they forgot the Torah. They were very pained by the fact that they couldn't remember anymore. So one son said to the other, you think our father who's nifter understands that we're in pain now? How would he know? We'll give a lot of honor. The son will receive a lot of honor in his life. The dead people won't know that his son became a Rosh Hashiva. His own flesh he'll be pained by. You see that a dead person feels pain. Right? The Chaver Kedisha always asks Mechila, if I did this, I did that. They feel something. Some people explain it means the neshama feels seeing that. The worm that goes into the body gives pain to the body like a needle. Some say it's the neshama that sees a worm going into the guf. That causes the neshama pain, not so much the body. Akopanim, there's some pain. Amri b'tzar didu yadi. Yes, their own pain they understand. B'tzar da'achrin lo yadi. How would a dead person understand that his son is b'tzar, that he doesn't remember Gemara? How would that work? V'loi v'tanyo ma'isa b'chassid echad. An amazing, incredible story. The Gemara in Temura gives a list and says, whenever it says this, it means this person. Wow. It's not so bad. We have good, we don't have windows. It's raining here in Eretz Yisrael very heavily, and the noise is not coming so much from the roof because we have good insulation. It's more from outside. What? No, who's this Chassid Echad? So based on the Gemara in Temura, Daf Yud Gimel, I believe it is. No, Daf Tesvav on the base. Yeah, and Baba Kama as well. We have it. What Daf in Baba Kama? Ma'aseh b'Chassid Echad. I think it's in the Kuf somewhere. What? Kuf? Kuf Gimel Amud Beis. So it says over there that we're talking about Rabbi Yehuda bar Eloi or Rabbi Yehuda ben Bava. Not Stam a Chassid. Gadol sheb'gdolim. Shenosan dinar le'ani be'erev Rosh Hashanah. He gave a tremendous amount of money to a poor person erev Rosh Hashanah. B'shnei batzoyres. And there was famine. V'knitatu ishtoi. His wife got really upset at him. And we're going to see who this wife is. She's not a simple lady. In other words, she was very good at stalking people, at pushing the right button, as the Gemara is going to explain later. She got him really good. And v'holach v'lon bebeis hakfaros, on Rosh Hashanah. Could you imagine? On Rosh Hashanah itself, where does he go to sleep? In the cemetery. She must have done a really good job on him. Vishoma, what? There's no place for him to sleep, nowhere.
He didn't want to go to another house because he didn't want to show people that they had a fight.
Right. We were thinking about that. He didn't want to. Why couldn't he sleep at his doorstep? He didn't want to sleep in the shul. Why? Because people will see him. You go to a place that nobody's going to be there, you go to the cemetery. He was a chassid. Rabbi said he was a chassid. There's a reason why he's a chassid. Maybe that's how he became a chassid. Maybe she made him a chassid. She built him up real good. V'holach v'lo bebeis hakvaros. V'shoma.
Maybe she took him out of the house.
V'shoma shtei ruchos shemisapre zu b'zu. And in the Beis HaKvaros, he heard two young girls who were nifter at a very young age. They were talking to each other. Omro chadel chaverti, boy v'noshad ba'olam. Let's fly around a little bit. V'nishma machorei ha'paragoid, says Rashi. There's a mechitza between the Shechina. Let's go behind the paragoid. Ma puronus bala'olam. You're talking about Rosh Hashanah night. This is when HaKadosh Baruch Hu is geyser on Klal Yisrael. Some ask, it really happens in the morning. Fine, so perhaps we're talking about the second day of Rosh Hashanah, says the Vilna Gaon. I'm stuck. I cannot fly. My wings are tied because I was buried in reeds. The Tzlach explains reeds physically don't allow the body to decompose, and if the body doesn't decompose, the neshama can't depart and fly around. Some explain it differently, that the way you are buried, that's the way you fly around. She was embarrassed. She didn't like her outfit. It was a shvacha outfit. It was a reed outfit, and you don't fly around in the world with reeds. El chiyat umashat shimat imrili. You know the nayis. I want to hear the nayis. It's very interesting. But you go out there. You come back and tell me what's going on. She went out there and she came back. Chaverti, nu tell me. If you plan in the first quarter, you're going to get borod. Amazing Rashi. Rashi says, what is the difference in days between Revia Rishona and Revia Shnia? 7 days. That is it. It's not like a quarter, 3 months here, 7 days. And the third quarter is 3 days later, 7 days later. Azoy Rashi. What happened there? Something good? Not really.
People are showing their bias issues.
Oh man. I once had to sleep in a cemetery too.
Close.
Yeah.
So you see that she didn't live stream the thing, she had to get it only when she came back.
Hillel's here. Hillel, you're at the night. There's no classes for you during the day. So he hears what they say on Rosh Hashanah. Kosh Baruch Hu is going to put a barad on the second one. So he goes on the first one. He goes and he plants on the second one. Why? Rashi explains, and we had it a few times in the Gemara. When the crop is hard, then the barad is going to get it good. I mean, we had it. No, in Chumash also. When it's soft, the barad hits it, it bends, comes right back up. So those 7 days make a huge difference. Shaloi loylaka, he got rewarded back. He gave a dinner over here. He got paid back tenfold on his crop. Lashona acheres. Now he understands how to do business. He realizes if you go to the Beis HaKvaros on Rosh Hashanah, you find out all the secrets. He goes right back without a fight. He goes back to Beis HaKvaros, goes to sleep in Beis HaKvaros.
Insider trading.
Insider trading, literally. That's why you don't announce it. Why didn't he tell all his friends? It's dangerous. So the two girls are talking again. What's going on? I told you already. It's a little bit hard to understand that slach, that it decomposes. So why was she so upset at her? I thought you decomposed. Come, let's go. Well, I told you last year I'm not decomposed, but maybe this year you are decomposed. Fine. It makes a lot more sense. I told you last year I don't like my outfit. It's the same outfit. I didn't change. No. So she went again. Now they changed it up in Shemaim. Everybody thought they're big chachamim. Last year they learned their lesson. You don't plant in the first, you plant in the second. So they all are going to plant the second, because Baruch is going to show them. I'm not going to bring barad. I have something else called a shidafain. heat, it's going to destroy the new crop. Anything soft is going to be destroyed. Before is anything hard, don't think you can play games. You don't know how it works. So now he has a hard crop that could withstand heat, can't withstand barad. Again, insider trading, he makes a fortune. Comes Mrs. I'm not going to say it, this is on video. What's pshat? Where do you get your information from? He made a rookie mistake, and he told her the trick. Amru, obviously, says the Gemara, only a few days went by. A big fight broke out between this guy's amazing wife and the mother of the girl that was nifter at a young age, who was buried in a terrible outfit. Amr Allah. And this explains the whole story. Why in the world would this chassid go on Rosh Hashanah and sleep in a cemetery? This explains it all. She's fighting with a woman who lost a kidnapper at a young age. What does she tell her? She shtachs her, the worst shtach in the world. She says, you buried your dead girl, you buried her with reeds. Can you imagine a woman? Who knows what she told her own husband? Yeah, trust me, I don't know about these things. The next year, he goes again, and he goes to insider trading 3 times. The third time, same thing. Rosh Hashanah, you got to go hear the nayis. No, maybe he got a new outfit. Maybe he decomposed. Let's go. Leave me alone. I'm not going anywhere. I know what somebody told my mother. I know how they were mitzvah my mother and made fun of, my reeds. That's it. I'm done. I'm not going out anymore. So you see that the Mesim and the Beis HaKfaras know about a fight between 2 women in the city. Says the Gemara, so the Gemara introduces a new concept. New people, guests that come from other cities, Shalom Aleichem, comes a mace, and he starts spilling all the beans. He says, Denais, you heard about the fight, you heard this. Not a whole lot changes, Rabbi Isai. We're still worried about the outfits. Pretty soon you'll see we're worried about makeup. It's the same thing. Hillel.
8 minutes.
Farnishmu ben Achayim, Al Miyadi, Dil Meirish Achrina Shochiv Azav Amarlo, Toshma, Dezir Ava Mafkid Zuzagab Ushpizaychu, Ushpizichte. Zire used to put his money, they didn't have banks in those days, so he gave it to the hotel person. How do you say Ushpizichte in Innkeeper, that's a lot better. Thank you. Adasi v'azil, the landlady. Bekitzer, he goes to learn in yeshiva. Now that's not a joke. You don't go in the morning, come back at night. You go for months at a time. Until he got back, shchiva. The landlady's dead. Ozel basrol l'chatzer moves. She goes to the cemetery. Oh my Lord, zuzi eicha. No, where's my money? Oh my Lord, zil shaklinu metusei b'tzinor de dasho b'duch plan. Go exactly this in this place. It's underneath the hinge of the door. Ve'emela li'ima. And once you're there, send a message to my mother. Tishadeli masrikoi. Send my comb uguftai de kuchla and my blue eyeliner. Bahadei planiso. There's a guest is coming soon. Dasi lamachar. So one of the guests is arriving tomorrow. Please, like Yeshua, please send coffee. You're coming from America. Send my comb. You like that shout out, Yeshua? Yeah, okay. Nobody got the hint. We don't have coffee. Asi lamachar. She's coming tomorrow. What? What's the shiloh?
The other one, he heard him listening. He just heard him speaking. But here, he's going to speak to the dead and ask them questions.
No, it's also to bring down in a certain way. He just went to the back.
It's also to do with siyah.
Some explain that he didn't really go to the Chatzar Mavis, and the Marsha learns like that. Other learns like that. You'll see soon. Shmuel was a kohen, and it says that he went to Chatzar Mavis. So some say that it was in a dream. Like they brought it to their sleep. They brought the Chatzar Mavis to themselves. Alma the Yadi, you see, she knew that so and so is going to die tomorrow. She knew who to ship it with. Says the Gemara, and Rashi explains, why would she say, I need my comb? You can't ship a comb. You can't ship something physical. Says Rashi, she did it for the Agmas Nefesh. She died at a young age and she wanted to bring up the Agmas Nefesh. Al Miyadi, Dilma, Duma, Kodum, there's a malach called Duma. He's in charge of all the dead. It's possible that right before, a day before, 24 hours before, they say, make some room over here. Guess who's coming tomorrow? And they make an announcement, so Mamela Shinu. Tashma. People, the Yisraelim, the orphans, would trust him with their money. He didn't have a chance to tell Shmuel, the famous Rav and Shmuel, he didn't tell him where the money was. So people would make fun, they would make Shmuel's father, they'd call him a Ganav. He ate up the money of the Yisraelim.
Son of
Have a what? Have a Shmuel Gabei, have a Karu Lei, Bar Ochel Zuz Yasmin, Bar, the son of the person that eats, that steals money. So he decided to go look for his father. I'm looking for Abba. His name was Abba, says Rashi. There's a lot of Abbas. His grandfather's name was also Abba. You see, like the Sfardim. His name was Abba Rab. There's only one, Abba Bar Abba, the father of Shmuel. Heicha, where is he? Amalei, Solik, Lemisifta the Riki already took the elevator up. He's gone. He saw Levi, there was a circle, says Raj, the mason, looked like the mason came out of the cave, sitting in a nice circle. Levi was outside of the circle. Amalei, what's going on here? Why aren't you upstairs? My time Eloi Salak. I made Rabbi Afos upset that I didn't go to his shir. So I believe, I didn't look it up really, I think it was like 2.5 years. I might be completely wrong. Rashi brings down where it is. It's in Ksubis Daf Kuf Gimel and Beis. Oh, his father says, I heard you looking for me. He's laughing and crying. My time, why are you crying? Now pay attention. How do we see from this Gemara? How do you see from this Gemara that makes him know what's going on? So he says, I see that you're going to come here. I don't know exactly when. You're coming soon. So it's very sad. I need you to do more mitzvahs. Once you're up here, it's all over. My time, why are you laughing? The chashiv is by alma tuva. You're considered very chashuv. If I'm so chashuv, let Levi come up in my merit. Yeah, they let Levi go up. Where did you put the money? Under that heavy stone of the windmill. The sandwich. There's an upper level, a middle level, and bottom level of money. The upper and the sandwich, the top and the bottom is our money. Don't give that away. The middle one is the orphans. My time what's pshat? Why do you do like that? Not only am I not a ganav, I'm so careful with their money. If the ganavim come, they'll take the upper one, the one that's closest to the top. And if the ground will destroy the money, where do you see over here that the dead people understand what's going on?
Shmuel was coming.
No, Shmuel's coming.
You knew that Shmuel was coming.
That we already answered that.
No. You say it's not from Shmuel coming. From what?
It could be by tomorrow, and it's still within 24 hours.
Right.
He just said he's cautious.
So what? He said he's chashiv. That's the.
In the world.
So it's machlokes Rashi and Tosfos. So Tosfos learns that he knew the la'agal causes. Because he doesn't say tomorrow, you're coming eventually. So he didn't hear it from Duma, the Malach. The Malach only knows 24 hours. Rashi says, because he knew that he was chashiv. Says the Gemara, Almad the other, you see that they know stuff. Dilma Shani Shmuel, even the chashiv, Kadmi umachriz panu makoim, So over here you see, since he's chashiv, he'll know that he's chashiv, or since he's chashiv, they announce it way in advance that he's coming even more than 24 hours. Have a wonderful Geshmak day. Welcome, Yirmi. It's great to have you back. You want to down for the Ahmed? Welcome back.